Oh my goodness. It's my new face, my hairstyle. Oh. Great. It's been a while. Well, I'm back. I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading videos lately. I had to deal with college. I had to deal with college every day, and well, this semester is really slowing down, and it just gives me more time for me to just upload this video, and I want to talk about something that makes me scratch on my head, and why is everybody is having a meltdown. There are two different topics that makes me want to just have face blondes aplenty. Every J-pop, K-pop fan would know that it's just really petty and dumb, or it's just something beyond petty that it should never let it was an old topic related. I don't want to get too overly political because I know that certain folks will get all their pennies in a bunch if I come up and say that all certain groups are bad and whatnot. So I have this written on paper so I make sure I don't forget. The AK-48 creator and Sony Music actually apologized to the Jewish human rights groups for apparently wearing a Nazi cosplay for Halloween, and everybody loses their minds. Yes, that's it. Every J-pop and K-pop groups have similar run-ins with the human rights groups. Actually, they're not human rights groups. They're SJWs, and believe me, they're claiming that what's this group again? The Suka 46 was wearing the Halloween wearing costumes, cosplaying themselves as what appears to be Nazis, and honestly, I don't think. On disclaimer, it's not an actual replica of what it is of Nazi Germany and whatnot. It has nothing to do with it. It's just a costume. It's just a costume, and it has, in fact, that some stupid human rights groups, the Simon Wiesenthal Center, have issued a major condemnation for wearing a Nazi costumes on Yokohama live concert. And Sony Music apologized. The same thing happened with the Kishidan. They actually ran in before March 2011, and everybody loses their minds. They're all saying, "Hey, it is not an actual replica of the Nazi Germans, and it's not a big deal, and it's nothing to do with the actual history." And people would gripe and complain. Actually, I don't really think about that often. One of them I was really afraid. There are multiple J-pop and K-pop groups have so many run-ins with the human rights groups, it's also justice warriors for wearing the swastika, having Nazi swastika, which actually it was associated with Buddhism. The swastika represents the wheel of life in Buddhist definition. Again, not gonna go over some political history crap, because everybody gets pissed off and goes, you're just supporting the Nazi. You're just a sympathizer for all the. I don't really care if the costumes look awesome. It's awesome. It shouldn't be. In fact, that something as big as the Simon Wiesenthal Center have actually did the same thing as another J-pop group. It makes me like face palm at them. Like, you're just as bad as a social justice warrior, honestly. Yep, you're just as bad as any other social justice warriors. Whereas you got regular people that were saying, hey, the Muslims and the Jewish people are actually under attack by the same extremists, and nobody has done it with them because they're stupid. The stupid Simon Wiesenthal Center was focusing on entertainment. What the hell? And I know this is like, a lot of J-pop fans from the local and international level will be saying, hey, this is not a bad deal. I hate it when the human rights groups or social justice warriors try to go after the J-pop idol groups for something like that. It's not that offensive. It's not that bad. But history with, Japan, with the Nazi Germany, and I don't want to get too deep to it again. Don't want to get too deep on it. It's just, I have no clue what I wanted to say, and that's the honest truth. I have no clue, but hey, at least these ladies look awesome in their Nazi costumes. Hell, even Hitler would approve from the grave. Anyway, another topic that is just, everybody keep losing their minds whenever it's the K-pop idols and bands or hip hop or somewhere Korean hip hop idols are saying N-words. Everybody loses their minds. It's always just like, it's strange that the social justice wars, they're always going after entertainment, but it's something like this, it had to be the AOA Jimin. So what happened is, on her song, she was saying the N-word, and only once, just once, fans loses their minds. They're like, hey, what are you doing? You shouldn't just apologize. You shouldn't just say the N-word, because it would offend all the black folks in America. And she said, I'm sorry. It's, and in debates, oh God, the debates were insane. There's the international fans, they're saying, oh no, she only said it once. That's not a big deal in Korea. That's not a big deal to us. We just like her song. And then the other side are all like, hey, she didn't say the N-word. Again, same as the the J-pop and K-pop groups with the Nazi costumes. If there were, if she was saying it, the N-word for real, and she would have said it like a couple more than a dozen times on her song. And she was saying it on purpose. For sake of a song. Yeah, that would be a completely different story if she was saying it outside of her career, her music career. Again, the J-pop, K-pop groups, they're with the Nazi cause. If there are serious about where are reenacting the Nazi and whatever. Again, completely different stories with these crazy whack jobs. The crazy whack jobs that were saying, oh, we need to bring back the Nazi, which I don't want to bring back. Oh, I don't want to get off the topic. But again, it only takes one word from the content and the content of the song to make everyone from the international K-pop community and the local K-pop community to completely lose their minds. And there's multiple K-pop groups and idols such as Bam Bam, Rap Monster, 17, and Mamamoo. Forgive me if I butcher it. It's Hawassa. And they only said it once, and everybody loses their minds. They're all like, "Oh, you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that. You should apologize." And the other one's like, "No, don't apologize, because you're going to pander to these social justice warriors." And I hate these types of social justice warriors. Even even human rights groups who are claiming, "Oh, we're doing it to protect human rights." Again, going out of it after entertainment for this? This is beyond out of control. I mean, this video was like, if I don't call them out and yes, I said it, I'd rather be fashionably late than never, because it never get addressed. I know this will not reach to a whole lot of K-pop and J-pop communities out there, but at least the video, at least the information will give you some basic information about what's going on and why is that a big deal. I honestly think them saying N-words and K-pop and J-pop idols wearing the Nazi costume is not. I mean they should have like they would have done what they would have done before wearing the Nazi costumes like that is they would add a disclaimer or something like that, something like what the Assassin's Creed the Caribbeans had said earlier about something about we're not condoning anything historical reference and whatnots. They would have done that before. I would, if it was me, if I was working with a certain J-pop idol group, and I would just add a disclaimer and said this has nothing to do with history and whatnots. This is our costumes. This is not an actual replication of his actual historic reference to sorts. And yeah, I hate it when social justice warriors are going after them for just one simple thing that is, okay, it's not a big deal moment. It's one of those things. Oh God, I have no clue about this. This this blows. You know, it's as much I am with the J-pop music and K-pop. It's no wonder why can't we just enjoy the music and have fun? And you know, it's just a costume. And it's just a content. It's such a content and of the song. It has nothing to do with it. It just blows my mind. To any of the K-pop idols and groups out and J-pops also, please do not bend down and apologize to social justice warriors every time you have to apologize to them. Even international fans, you need to go and you know, stand up for them. Because social justice warriors have they have no rights. They don't have the rights to do it. They have no place in a entertainment realm of J-pop and K-pop entertainment, or it's just, oh my god, my brain hurts. I'm done. I'm done anyway. So that's why I'm back. I'd rather be doing college than deal with this. With some crap that has been like, yo, this is not offensive. I don't think it's, what is the big deal? And it's just, it just blows my mind. You know what? I'm gonna say this. Botakus, nerds and botakus, getting the fun on, especially for the J-pop, K-pop international folks out there. Except you, the Simon Wiesenthal Center. You can go to hell. And of course, the social justice warriors die.